Hi friends! For those who are new to my journey, I am Mrs. Y, and for those who are returning viewers, I want to say welcome back. For this week's video topic, 54% from Instagram and 65% from YouTube community have voted for, is it a Hermes game or is it a Hermes culture? I want to say thank you for all of you who have voted for this week's topics. Remember, this year I am trying something new here on YouTube. I would like to make my weekly video more relevant to your interests. So if you would like to participate in my next video topic poll, please be sure to subscribe to this channel and follow me on my Instagram at Mrs. Y X Journey. I will be posting poll every Tuesday of each week. I would love for you to participate and share with me what your interests are for each week. Now, let's get started with today's topic. So, is it a Hermes game or is it a Hermes culture? I believe everyone would have a different take. Some people would think it is a Hermes game. It is all about marketing, right? Would that be you? But let's first understand a little bit about Hermes' background. So Hermes is founded in 1837 by Thierry Hermes. His first intention was to serve the needs of European noblemen by providing saddle, bridles, and other leather riding gear. So Thierry's targeted clientele was always about the elite. All of his equestrian products was made to order as well. So elite clientele, we are referring to those who cares about products qualities. And one of Hermes' philosophy is product quality based on their former CEO, Jean-Louis Dumont. He had once said, "We don't have a policy of image, we have a policy of products." So you can see the brand's philosophy is deeply entrenched in the platforms of quality and refinement. And the brand is reflecting the artisan's hard work. So Hermes Leather Good Divisions only hires 200 craftsmen a year. This has not changed and been in place across the company's 6 generations of craftsmen. Each craftsman are required to have a 2-year training before they can even start working on putting leather products in Hermes portfolio. And each bag takes X amount of hours to create. So for example, a Kelly bag right here, it takes about 15 to 20 hours for one artisan to complete. Yes, it is just one artisan. It is not like you assembling a Mercedes or BMW, in which like usually the assembly line that has many people will be assembling the car for you, right? But with Hermes, they don't use machine or millions of people. It is just made by one person, okay? So with all these guidelines, it is understandable why they don't have unlimited leather goods like other luxury brands does. But that's how they kept their quality products. So you might ask, in the past, it was, a lot easier to buy Hermes bags in general, including the Quota bags right here. So here's my perspective. Yes, in the past, it is easier. You can technically just walk in to buy anything you see on the shelf. But of course, you still have to be lucky, okay? Nowadays, it is all about building a relationship. It is because nowadays there are many resellers in the market and Hermes sees it as a violation. Hermes wants to make the lifelong bags for the clients who appreciate the quality and their artisans' work. So it is not meant for like entrepreneur in reselling business. Hence why building a relationship is so important, because our essay is basically the investigator to see if any suspicious clients are a reseller in order to offer any leather goods. So nowadays, you can barely see any classic bags on the shelf, right? It is because you can see those, in all of the reseller platforms online. Plus, more people are exposed to these amazing brands. And with COVID, there's lots of delay logistically, and that's why they have such a shortage right now. So to me, like with all of these reasons, I think it is understandable, like we have to wait for any particular bags, like especially the popular styles. I am surely willing to wait for a quality bag that I can use for a lifelong. Okay, so what do you guys think? Like, is it a Hermes game or is it a Hermes culture? For my husband, Mr. Y, before all of these craziness, okay, he already knew about the brand and its quality. And that's why he got a few bags for my mother-in-law back in the days. Now, he is still encouraging us to buy Hermes for its quality and design. So in my perspective, Hermes has never changed its culture and philosophy, but changed for the way they sell. Because their number one goal is to always keep the quality of products. So to conclude, like I see this as a lifelong journey. Hence my channel name is My X Journey. So my tips for all of the Hermes beginners, like you just started your journey at Hermes, my tips for you is that when you first walk into your home boutique and meet your SA for the first time, I will not suggest you or expect that you will have a dream bag, okay? You should be, looking at other departments. And yes, you can mention that you are looking for a bag, but then I would say, first try to look for like something small or like other department rather than just leather good. Like then you can start, talk about you are looking for a particular bag in the future. Like if there's any, like can the SA, keep you in mind and stuff like that. You want to start your relationship building on that you appreciate the brand rather than just a bag. Even if like you walked in just for a twilly. Because if you've been following me, how I met my SA and how I started my journey with my own profile as a beginner, because my profile just started in 2021, September, like very late in the year. And the only thing I purchased was one trilly. I just started off with one trilly. And then, the second visit, I think we just walked around. We didn't really buy anything. The third visit that I went, I got some jewelries, but because I really appreciate those design and I really wanted some like, silver jewelries. And then Mr. Y started with, the home department and stuff like that, right? But then we do mention about bags like here and there, but then I don't bother my SA like every single week or even every month. I do not do that. Because one of the key that Hermes strongly suggests, and they introduce the culture of patience. Because think about how many hours that they have to use in order to make one bag. So we have to respect the fact that, it's a quality bag and it takes a while to make. And there's a many other customer in front of you that are rating as well. So with that being said, I will not be asking my SA every single week or even every month. Maybe just every other visit, I'll be talking about a bag. But it's something that you have to understand the reason why is that, and I think I have mentioned enough about the reason why, but then it's for you to think, is it a Hermes game that you are chasing for, or is it a Hermes culture that you want to think about and respect? So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and found it insightful. If you would like to see more of these type of contents, please don't forget to hit the like button. And if you would like to cast your vote on my next week's video, please subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Instagram, Mrs. Y X Journey. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.